mamindi kan rim kakra wo game kese na enyum ebeto dwa wo FIFA Club World Cup nim.
Come game.
Manchester City ni Juve.
Okay.
Kakra bi na me pese no rim.
Na me so ba be kai.
David. Man City ni Juve nim be yede.
So be ka Salzburg ni.
David. And they say match. Ken. Adukronti me wo interest wo sa game we mu ni say. So far, we share FIFA Club World Cup na. Juve ni Manchester City nyina na impressive very much. We share clubs so mu free Europe ekoi na. Juventus so far ni 2 games awabo. We win 2 games ni nyina she 9 goals a concede 1. Manchester City so 2 games awabo we win ni nyina wa she 8 goals on concede bi. And between these 2 clubs ni e pedi obe topic group no. Na ye hu di obetimi akonanim kese pa. And 2 teams ni nyina ne performance e wo FIFA Club World Cup no e ya de ba ko a Emma game na nkasa hype na akosuru because of the kind of football na 2 clubs ni nyina no e performing e de mayen e wo FIFA Club World Cup no. Juventus mani adwo ho pay because se me show modern bo Italian Serie A just ended season no. Na me hwe Juventus e wo FIFA Club World Cup na it seems say Juventus style of play no e go to do at sane kakra e wo FIFA Club World Cup no because the men woni say ne treback na wo bo no FIFA Club World Cup ni nyina no. Omutimi kura ball no. Omutimi attack, omutimi control. Anka Juventus ye ni momo ne de. Omo ye bo boku a see yen control yen bo good football. Yen attack bebre no and said that omo star. But with the three back no omo bonus say no. Eyo obo 2 number 6. Sa 2 number 6 no mostly ebeye Lucatelli ana Turam. But ma Turam no mom no e drop deep ebe ka three back no ho. Na ono na ye the first face ball receiver. Enti omo be initiate attack bia na eye Turam ana be drop abetri. No baba beje ball no mostly ombo 2 number 10s on sanke nim say consesao mu omo ye typical wingers by this time around the FIFA Club World Cup no obo double number 10s na the wing backs ni mum aflade wide areas no double number 10s no so no e between Yildiz and consesao but unfortunately for Juventus sa 2 players ni nyina nsi akan but sama ba ko so drop deep ebe ye the ball carrier e the ball no come anim enti Juventus 2 games aken match so far FIFA Club World Cup no ball ne da form omo possess omo create unim say so far uyi Bayern free wa team a washe goals kese pa no Juventus eka ho washe 9 goals only Bayern na washe goals asay no and on the part of Manchester City Pep Guardiola likely will say season e ba be rem no obeki kan ho kakra because so far Manchester City so 2 games amabo ni nyina no the open no omane right back left back e invert as usual ebe ka midfielders ne ho Ombeka midfielders ne ho a no manya numbers so mfimfin o te said the open no mo dia control now we making sure say the final line no eye players omo anim ho no ombe stretchy opponent now man the wingers no any opportunity to beat you in terms of 1v1 because dokumene sa guys no sabi onye oma 1v1 ombetime beat you until almost stretchy opponent our the final line now Mamouche green light to operate say Manchester City player yamani freedom to operate Mamouche or drop deep or pili wide wa make it difference in nyanti so far ken 2 teams in the ball number enya nwumre no Juve Manchester City na be one of the best why na be topi most likely say you betimenya Real Madrid Juventus Real Madrid Manchester City say the game no ebesi akobia by battle no baby am pese mehwe ni mfimfin ho no Turam ani Lucatelli against Rodrigo Cascante and Abrante friend say Tiani Reinders enti nyame ya adom na nwumre e FIFA Club World Cup no ye be witness a good game Mirem kakra wo transfers no Pini Zahavi a super agent a obi enim Pini Zahavi e wo transfers pa na a lot of clients bako Christopher Nkuku a wo si akande ma Chelsea bo boku no Chelsea person mo ton Christopher Nkuku enti se obeka ya Pini Zahavi pese oyusu ne links ni nyina na ode Christopher Nkuku eko team kese enti wo beti yes Christopher Nkuku Pini Zahavi pese ode ne kwaya swap deal e Barcelona na Femi Lopez aba Chelsea na Nkuku akọ Barcelona sa deal ne call off report sa ba bonten se osako hu Manchester United for say anka Nkuku nkọ Manchester United na Garnacho embra Chelsea or try ne call Bayern ene so amfa so papa friend say Pini Zahavi pese o ye bibia ma Abrante friend say Nkuku enya top team emu ayedin me ne wo ka say wakwa akuhia Galatasaray for say me ana na nse me de Leroy Sani bremo makra friend say Nkuku ho emu ayedin anka Galatasaray for pa mo befa Nkuku So as a stance now, Pini Zahavi, our fa in Kuku, Eddie Akoma Galatasaray for, as to say Omobeje, so Muntibinje, running Krabia Nibetre, and Tia Trendy in Kuku's to future no, Ebeko. Now, on say, before season we no, a PAG for Benya, Vitinha, Joao Neves, and a Fabian Ruiz no. Na me foda bakwa, owo PAG mfimfi onye bi bopani ye, Emery. Sa guy no, young guy no. Na me no ka say Luis Enrique PAG me for 3 no. Akwa ye Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz ne Joao Neves anebo. Emery sheda enye regular starter. Onim say or Manchester United listen so. Manchester United enche bia Christians Brent fence Eriksen ono no be fit nim. O free ma Manchester United options for the midfield. Omo si PAG for midfielder Emery no. Omo be hia no Manchester United. PAG nye omo adwen so ombeton. By yet it is a PAG forces ombeton dia. Omo ne de si china omo da ba bi omo da 100 million euros for Emery. Yes PAG for ne pay 100 million euros. And this Manchester United for no was scan dia ene Abrantie ne da ho omo mfeska no embefa. Nanu na yede betu dwa say Darwin Nunez. One Napoli fo edi nkoma akomanim pa. Na na team ba ko a omo mi AC Milan. Kin say AC Milan for so match omo ho. Eskana Liverpool fo bobo no. Omo AC Milan fo ntimi enti say de Darwin Nunez no uko Europa assistance now. Akoye Napoli fo nko a AC Milan fo atwe omo ho afiri Darwin Nunez edi onim. Na eno na edi mi Real Liverpool. What the kind eyi Milos Kerkes ni unveiling in the presentation bibia. Ken Liverpool for nani abre. Omo say aka 2. Di omato toni nyina Liverpool for say aka 2. Na sa 2 no center back bako, striker bako. Striker ni be depend on Darwin Nunez situation. Enti sa what say Darwin Nunez a free Liverpool bobo ko nim say kukuro. Liverpool force almost signing saka 2. One center back. Center back no eye Magay. Me no ka say ni agent wo Liverpool krom ho. Magay agent e wo Liverpool krom ho. Aka striker. Striker no so see Isaac. The Liverpool for ye no. Afini e ba be ra July o. Liverpool for spend 187 million pounds. Liverpool has spent 187 million pounds.
Gay agent no Liverpool.
Oh, Liverpool say anko mo koso den. On say or catch Liverpool for say obeba I just saw my promising the playing time. Enti minim the Liverpool for catch them Magay ni agent. Ama agent na ko PM Liverpool.
Just a Konate kwana.
The akeka ko idie. Konate so me won story wa hase. So say Liverpool for na cut 2 signings, a striker Isaac, then Magay your center back. Now, Nico Williams, no, on say Barca for instance, they be a update and more money. So update keke wo Nico Williams. Really, as you said, Ninya Inaki Williams, Ebekasa, coming days. But once a Bilbao for crowd statement biaba. Now the attorney say Inaki Williams, 31 years. Nico Williams, 22 years. Na last summer, at the time of Barcelona ni Nico Williams say we bibia no. Bilbao for mpanyimfo ko hu eye omabusuafo no. Eye Inaki Williams and convincing ni nua ne say ontena ni embo season ni wi ana otie ni nua. Osi ni nua no eye ni role model ne mentor. Enti nipa ba ko o ka asem e de kire Nico Williams otie eye Inaki. So Inaki e ka kire ni nua ne say obo season ni wi na opese okwa mechirawo. So at the time Nico Williams say kokache Inaki say officer ba me pese me kono ena na Arsenal wom Chelsea wom Bayern wom no eye Inaki Williams ana kache ni nua Nico Williams say e mani intwapo so opetim bia ba ontina Spain ho na ompetim kese mbo eye Real Madrid ene Barcelona mu baako enti so be kai ya the Real Madrid linki Nico Williams ni nua Inaki Williams kache say e mani nko outside Spain teams akese mienu no ompem baako mbo by na ye Barcelona na akra ne pe. So in common na Inaki Williams e de baba bontini nyina ne say obema o mahu say akra no wasom. Ni decision e ye Barcelona. Enti be obafo no omo threaten na busuafo ni nyina no. Waba besum team e friend say be obao. E wo so mane kwa asomdwem. Ye sini nua no onfa ne nsi fom. Tem o mususu no on na atete Nico Williams side die Inaki beka Nico tie ba yesi we die Inaki agya tuma ma ne say Barcelona no obetimako nti ono unse osua no ana suso ni mutete na nti onfa Nico Williams nsi aka ana osi ni role model e football mu say ni nua no
ne brother no
nti ni nua ne de onfa ni nsi from kra
ye be twen komo no
nti ye twen de beba Sancho so say two teams na twen this season Juventus ene Fenerbahce na twen Sancho this season Juventus offer ni 3 years 5.5 million euros eno no air salary net yet tax free no mama Manchester United 24 million euros Fenerbahce for the so 3 years 1 year option salary ni 10 million euros bonus 2 million obia de no offer akwa koma brand no omo twen the final decision na oka eye Christian Mosquera Valencia for a center back no me no oka say Arsenal name boy no RH personal agreement 2030
Obasna
RH personal agreement
aka Arsenal Valencia
aka boy no almost be 1 year e won the contract nim the contract be wu 2026 by personal terms no mu di no eye better wa damfo Andri better and aye adwuma ni nyina Oma agree to 2030 omo say oye future ana use economic benefits na ebo no so enkosoro enti to 2030 no ma green Christian Mosquera teams na pe na ball no di onimbo season etwem La Liga no say yen fa ball from yen win ball from no ground duels no ono na winya akese pe nti onimbo ne bo na Konate de na obusa me no Ken unse Konate de eba ne che say omo ben no ene omo Liverpool no waka kiro mo say ne contract ne be we on renew yes o ma waya mo ma ya we na PSG yabeka Real Madrid onim latest club also de ne ho agim Barcelona
Barca Konate
yes na onim say Barcelona Inigo Martinez e wo 34 years until the next 2 to 3 years untimi rely on Inigo Martinez Around ni Christiansen on person mu da ba akokwan enti future no the oba partner Pau Kubasi no Barca for say Konate no obeba free enti Barca so de no agim but omo ben Konate ne say teams omo peni nyina na Real Madrid na e favorite by Barca latest so omo so de omo ho agim na Frank say Ivory Coast ni abrantie no waka che ni agent say on peti mo Italy ma no and the agent no any AC Milan Napoli and Roma etwetwem komo omaka che ne se be aduru no so betima sa return ya ba Italy dia ne 40 million euros or no Saudi no onte so enti Frank say episode sa return e de ba eye Italian sia na me no wie no Chelsea center back be dia shell Olympic du Marseille for any Chelsea twetwem komo so mbenya eye be dia shell
na Ederson be dia shell onye starter on ball no mo bi so ne o mo bi wachi
wo mu obebobi
na ade no mo bobi na yeton mo clubs na ade obi wa ball no me hu so bobi ye nton no ana say na wo kotoko ne house pa
team ben na wo kan ho asemi
anye badia show de na be say ana wo yesa de no
de tie ne say
players no o tanya bi bo no as wo ana yapton no ba obi wa wo timu sa wo mobi ba da bi o
asumesi a the television is super one of those decisions a shocking we are saying say Chelsea decided say Asa this asimum and no muja na kwan na mo keep Badia shell.
Come between this as anyway Badia shell. One and
yeah. Badia shell.
This as
on was not with all due respect. Badia shell.
Sir.
I didn't understand because you this on the level no form, but he was a better defender than Badia shell.
And this boy in Kakra class or conference no come and say or national team.
Why? Wait. National team no say who plays oh
Okoje Olympic Marseille
William Saliba mu kra Bobio na wanya
Marseille powerful
no but wait oh okay jai media info here
what the come
yeah bro say I'm on photo and catch other clubs and say we see rating here catch other clubs no no mo fa no Chelsea for no mo hu bi nie
omo
signings ni bi wo ankoye sometimes you agree then you move on you agree and you move on you see talking about defenders for instance the Arsenal 4 year the Andrew better year or Arsenal no it looks like I am beginning to have a feeling we say Arsenal are rather strengthening their defense because their signings are not going to improve their first 11. So, your season, now we are analysis of your team. You know where to strengthen. Now, Obia Washa Arsenal team over the past 3 years, him say Arsenal weak points number 9. What's the making? Now, the signings Andre Beta is doing at Arsenal, those signings are not coming in. Say, be improve Arsenal first 11. Rather, a bench one all strengthen. Because, for instance, Kepa, to David Raya. Kepa is replacing Neto. Okay, you're fan too. Defender no more, midfielder no more fan. Christian Nogard. Or be replacing Jorginho, a direct replacement for Jorginho. And your party the NB Zubimendi no. It's Nogard says Zubimendi cry available. He's going to start from the bench. Now Ashamu okay. Say Christian Mosquera na Orban. Orban betu Gabriel Magalhaes and Nasa Saliba. He's going to start the game from the bench. Into Arsenal signings, they are not improving their first 11. Rather, they are strengthening their bench. But Arsenal, what do they need? Say Team J Lake now strengthen the bench. I understand. Because the first 11 is good enough to win the league. But your first 11 is not good enough to win the league. You strengthen your first 11. In Miami, one pass say, yes, Arsenal are trying to do some signings, but we cry them in few seconds. With all due respect, Arsenal or Gabriel Saliba, or Gabriel Magalhaes, or Califiori, Ben White Timibo as a centre back, Jurgen Timber Timibo as a centre back, Jacob Kiwior Timibo as a centre back. How many of them now I mentioned? 6. 6. Also confirm was Kara Sanswaba. For what? Some of the decisions, I mean, for bit is Ben White. Ben White in the style no ye center backer. Ya more do no as a right back. I hate to say Jules Koundé na or Barcelona no. A natural center back. But it's a style of playing. It's ya more do no as a right back. Now, the situation is in Muya Dia. Jules Koundé can play as a center back. Ben White can play as a center back. I to say Califiori na Arsenal for far no. To say Josko Vardy or no Manchester City no. Left-footed center backs with Mbeumo as a left back. It is a SMBC no more ball left back. You can just push them to the central defense area. It is a what to know why you careful kakra about that area. Well, Arsenal were more than enough. Nemo me see analyzing the Arsenal team. Maybe Arsenal here pay a right back. A natural right backer, they be an or attack again. When last did you see say Arsenal? A fullback, men for left back or crank or attack baby. Why? Say a natural right back and say a natural left back. How to say acquire far ball now the ball in the wings for what they will be. Recently, you don't see that. Arsenal a giant wing playing in India, Bukayo Saka, any Martinelli. It is sometimes a Bukayo Saka who game no swa. Now say, Oma shorty, because their fullbacks are not those flying fullbacks in it. Well, I don't want some me who near my Barcelona defenders, no. AS 6 centre backs. Pau Kubasi, Inigo Martinez, Eric Garcia, Rona Arroyo. Segi Dominguez akwadan se say the oko ntie kwan se say 5 Christiansen kan we ken here be start season no ani say ye wie ye obia nim say Ronald Arroyo obefi club with mo akọ until ye wana Barcelona extend Ronald Arroyo contract and Barcelona deko onu anka say no mu say one of the best center backs I will see Ronald Arroyo. Not just that people were not fair to him. Now Ronald Arroyo no or the pace Barcelona highline Ronald Arroyo beti miabo inti akaso bet say the coach ne kire na se kekre bi Ronald Arroyo ye good to go eno nti ana defender Jonathan Tah yanka na asemu biewa Barcelona moving on into all this while you'll be enemy say Christiansen and obeko because Eric Garcia there was cementing the position Ken say Christiansen beko That's a Juventus deal for Ronald Arroyo near possible. Then the only option to look at is any Barcelona for Pesca. Because Sika and a Bemo Maton Ronald Arroyo is here. What's the mature you say? Now, last year, Bayern Munich for the 2 bets ever for Ronaldo. First bet now is 70 million, 20 million add-ons, a couple by 90 million euros. Last year, Barcelona said no. Second bid they call 80 million cash down, 10 million add-ons. Barcelona said no. Today, Barcelona bet on Ronaldo, you own your 4 tempo. When we say. Sometimes deal go wa on say here transfers deal go we tim betwemu ba ko pe one ton one we sound so nya bio I to say your wa na yete say Chelsea Callum Hudson do buy Munich for the bare 45 million euros e bia ba betwem Chelsea for anye echire Chelsea for mo de man not stand for bare 3 million pe into deals bu we betwem Ronaldo yo de for buy Munich ni Ansu Fatimo deal we emi yankasa time Barcelona je 90 million euros a kesa sa o mo shabre. You move on. Manchester United, Ken, one of those few clubs are a what portfolio called chief negotiator. Brofuna Mekano, chief negotiator. Nejumani say, or to office. Nejumani Yinana say, Manchester United air kotadie, Papa wo juma ba ko negotiate. It's United our portfolio for the chief negotiator. Time nana Ed Wood will hold on. Now I'm chief negotiator near fund Matt Judge. Can't if you got me Matt Judge. But probably team say you do transfers in the pen who Ed Woodward I know the actually because the Jumana say Manchester United the quarter the corner no negotiate no negotiations no aba. Then we got to point here also. Akwa negotiations oh ye so ye for from Manchester United employed a new guy. They said you're in charge. Your friend Matt Hargreaves. Matt Hargreaves, no, ye Juma or Adidas. Why ye Juma or Adidas for more than 12 years in ye? Can't try and get me those pictures. Matt Hargreaves, okay, Matt Judge name. Mam next one. Mam the new one. Ken, ne Juma ni nane say o negotiate. Now, what's baffles me? He say, you're for chief negotiator. His job is to negotiate and get the big deals for Manchester and the best deals for Manchester United. Yet Manchester United court market anymore. They don't get the best deals. Okay, say Liverpool ye negotiations here. O just a Richard Hughes mo kono mo ye negotiations pa wafako. And so papa na that television is chief negotiators experience just say paying for big portfolios. Omo kwa negotiations near den. What's going on? Okay, last year, on 1 year, Messi Mount deal, on 1 year, Ramos Hoylund, Onana 2 years ago. He's the one doing all the deals. Say United Akoto, Matthias Cunha de Aba, say Diabo, say Diabo, say Cunha na man you call fan and buy no. Club will be on the Manchester United by negotiations, is making reference to the Cunha deal. Say, what's me just 62.5 million pounds, Akofa Cunha there. So play bia ho say kana utua ma kunya no hwe so na fotua media because Brian Mbeumo initially enim so nkofo no crowd the 50 million we call now the add-ons be 10 and 5 be come beje. Now Brentford says that Sikana utua ma kunya no we believe Brian Mbeumo is a better player than Matthias Cunha. It is what your sister 2.5 for Matthias Cunha there. Give us more than you paid for Cunha. And they delay negotiations. In Mbeumo atna Brentford for 6 years. Cunha atna for 3 years. For Wolfsburg for 3. Evom 200 for 3 years. Now they tell say 3 seasons in year. Last year alone, Brian Mbeumo said 20 Premier League goals. Matthias Cunha has 15 Premier League goals. Mbeumo is just 25 years. Cunha is 26 years. In terms of numbers, Brian Mbeumo was soro echen Matthias Cunha. But Cunha now bought bigger club according to Atletico Madrid, Leipzig, Munich, but we know England won now. But Brentford I insist on say England won now, and yet disadvantage. It is rather advantage to you because it's the Premiership. And I say, okay. If you've been able to pay the 62, give us more than that. Say, Manchester United for now, pay 65 million. You close to deal no. Real Madrid 65. Well. Ken, Real Madrid 3 seasons in here, Omunya 46 penalty kicks.
2 patches.
maybe your calculations be actual. Me and my calculations. Sir.
What the farmer man? Now, me person business all patches.
Me some me calculations are my end.
And 2 patches. How also some 3 years?
3 years, 46 penalty kicks.
Madrid for. In few years, 40 saying
46.
50 years they will do there now much saying
46. Almost say mu 15 and almost say mu 31.
Must say mu saying
15 and almost say mu 31.
It also do.
Na I say my statistics be I would want to show you. With reference to the penalty kicks Nana coach here complains about.
Almost a penalty. But when you penalty, Papa?
46.
46 in 3 years.
Last year, this just ended season. Omunya 19. Just ended season. Yeah, 19.
But soon enough, we see.
Some bas attack with them. Penalty.
But soon enough, Biggy. Say anything about soon enough, so Mudika.
Almost Mbappe ni Vinicius ni mtuchintra.
I'm
fast to chill box ni.
Yamama, you want you.
If you are not there, outside.
46 in 3
years. Yeah, but they are white.
And
then Kweku, the last 19 no. Almost 12 no, almost 7.
Okay.
Last 19 almost 12 or 7. Ken, my mention here from Real Madrid. Stories by say Real Madrid they kwa kope striker. Striker no mo kwa kope ne ya ante budeme. And na Real Madrid they kwa kope no de na ba be team ni mo. And also am who say Real Madrid feel say akola a friend say Gonzalo Garcia ball club World Cup ni no. Omo be person omo be rely on yes akola no. Na omo de antubu dem ensem no e de ato nchen. Anope ya reports aye ba kire say Osasu na enya coach foforo. Coach na Osasu na enya no. Enso show interest e wa akola a friend say Gonzalo Garcia mu because of feel say ono to be here akwada no e wo sasu na bo oboko nim ken and I feel say it is a mover e was a Real Madrid man si na Real Madrid gina so dinya antibudeme into their squad no ba be gina ba be si akan mo. I am saying this because Gonzalo Garcia a young player the performance ne was soro pa he hasn't been bad last season in the Federation in Kwadani League ni no and after the lower division for Real Madrid Castilla about 36 matches no boy no or share 25 goals ewo ho and this akola boy in the lower division no about 36 games no share 25 goals ah ubenya sa agidie ne trust na akola mu say o man opportunity into the senior team ah obetimi aboa no baba be sesa nema ewo senior team nim and na say wa kire pen numbers say ade a ohia a opportunity and as a bigger platform. And in Madrid in penny for no. A man is a senior team. No, Sakwana and kind for the senior team. I feel it is a step in the right direction. But my cousin was some Madrid Gina way so no more Antibuda may move in the bum because Ken Antibuda may move no. He's an experienced player. Antibuda we are talking about our 33 years. In the Spanish La Liga, who precedes in the year, he was one of the best strikers in the Spanish La Liga. Oshes 21 goals. I was Spanish La Liga nimu. Ubeyi Kylian Mbappe e de afrio. No yi Robert Lewandowski de afrio. O yi omumi enu frio no play o che goals kese pa e ya Antibudame. Last 2 seasons, Oshes 17 goals. I was Spanish La Liga nimu. And for the past 2 seasons, Oshes 17 bako no Oshes 21 bako. That consistent performance has been there. Or your experienced player, unlike a player friend is Gonzalo Garcia. Antibudame is an experienced player. Oma Gonzalo Garcia tena. The Obaba be say a bench no Obaba be tena no man opportunity to Madrid. I feel no Obaba be the experience in the Premier League and the learning curve. E wo Real Madrid bo boku nim. It is a Kylian Mbappe ni ho. Now we ye change. Now the Gonzalo Garcia aba. One kasa wakuma many deep within you. Unim say the akwala o ye inexperience a uni gidie woni mu na eba. But all man akwanya ni because our prospect. No Obaba be bo e bia no watimi aye bibi. But Buda me akire say in the absence of a Kylian Mbappe I was Spanish La Liga nim de odine bamu a ubetimi anya gidie woni mu enti se Osasuna pe wo player no a oye young and inexperienced Osasuna fana sa learning curve ni opportunity na Madrid wo de be ma no eno kwa na be yan kakra but Osasuna be ma no fully because ono the typical number na say the main striker no e na eba be ba wo ho no enti mo cross carpet na wo akola anako na adeɛ na ɛsɛ sɛ osua wɔ Spanish La Liga nim no wakɔ akosua mistakes ɔbɛyɛ ɔyɛ ma Osasuna poor performance ɔbɛdan na di ɔdan na di ma Osasuna na wo wagye refined product na yɛ anti-Budame no ɛde aba wo team nim after a year or two Budame age ne ntan kɔ so biem na abɛma na kɔ no na wakɔla na ɔde ni Kolo na gye ni saa experience no ɛwɔ La Liga nim a afei wo fa na ba ɔbɛnya gidie ɛnso wɔ nimu wo yɛ no ni free hɔ no ma anti-Budame price tag can release clause ɛyɛ 8 million euros we nya kai be Madrid etina feel say Madrid ma move we see it is going to be a win-win situation for Real Madrid and to making sure some behwe na move na baso between these two teams then they ma conquer both players can moving on still in Madrid Atletico Madrid boboko no coach I friend said Diego Simeone wants to take a decision opeso taking say o feel so be here player Alabama goals pa e won animu honom enti striker Manchester United e penal Arsenal e penal Victor Gyökeres any other teams nso so penal no Atletico Madrid yo mo kwa gym no mo nso ahweso metimi anya striker and na ba na Atletico Madrid decision no opeso take no opeso ton player baako player opeso ton no e Alexander Solot omo the 40 million euros price tag na to Solot so omo nya buy a omo meja abrante na manako but the entire me this ankomo we ne say o Atletico Madrid season no omo boy last season the best striker na ye Solot in terms of play ball Ubeyi Julian Alvarez no doubt but open striker no ma goals pa na ye play friend is Alexander Solot because Alexander Solot matches or boy any numbers on my no or prove yes or better than any striker e wa Atletico Madrid bobo ko nim can season na e bo wi no or share 20 goals and the man Atletico Madrid bobo ko no or about 35 games the man but out of those 35 games or starting only 15 et only play or ya starter. But even with someone starting with Atletico Madrid boboko ni mumpono abrantia ne man numbers and so the chance anchor for no player your friend said Julian Alvarez about 37 matches no boy or share 17 goals and Drew Solot there or started 30 matches and the man Atletico Madrid boboko no Solot only started 15 games. It is a whole compare the two. Solot performance now was so the China there for Antoine Griezmann company the least said about him the better. It is a OPOB. I'm an free club anymore. Looking at the numbers game one. Meaning this say yes a lot because he did well than these players. Atletico Madrid positions I wasn't in focus no making sure so be failing no. A does looking at the striking department, especially their left back position because he's in a boy na. Javi Galan born and papa. Ultimately Didier was still equate more as a left back. And these are the positions that we focus on. No making sure so be strengthened rather than looking at positions I fixed that na near me kon kan e Ken, moving on. Arsenal extended the contract of a player. I friend say, I'm left back Marcel Louis Kelly. And seriously speaking, it is one of the news I'm a TM pa. Na Kweku din komo na oka. Say who Arsenal are obo fullbacks are. Omo ye attacking at like omo attackingly. Omo what that instinct. I bought him to go in forward. Edin so obe humbi. Arsenal bobo konim because almost obi no bebo left back position almost obi no bebo right back position wa Arsenal no most of them normally center backs and Mikel Arteta na nkasa convert yomo and the team ba obo right back the Arsenal it's a center back and they are converting into the right back position obetimi abo no solidify position in the amount but attacking wise almost a lot of options but converting Marcel Louis Kelly bebo the left back position no he's been doing that quite often to help the Arsenal team. Because no a midfielder. It is a young quiet new man can problem on Famano to be the left back positioner or more options or supported the attack and so well anymore. And he's been doing very well on platforms that would deny your ball games, especially the big matches. Now you move be as a ball now abono on your bigger opportunities to bet me a ball. At the big level, at the highest stage, you bet me a ball. Against Manchester City, he was superb. In the semi-finals, quarter-finals of the Champions League, on the Real Madrid, Akwadane performance, our dine do park and so on. It was super. It's in a clearly. Or proving it was he's one player is into help the Arsenal setup, and that's inverted fullback role. No, and your player be an ultimate in the money. Even those experienced players, or mobile fullbacks, no, again experience the creator out your mobile heading, but Nina Akwadane Jinemu, Esiakan Jumama Arsenal and some faswa. Such players you have to keep them, and we shouldn't forget so you're very young. And the fear of Arsenal so they say, "Hey, Madrid are any needing come possibly a miracle anymore. Or Babe free agent Madrid best step in." No ma baba be fa akwadane de akọ it is a Arsenal atenase ehu akwadane more the money in performance no mo the contract amano ama na extend there I feel it is a step in the right direction It is very good for the Arsenal team and going for the best Arsenal bobo.
This is left back say we are so to saying akura we. What the better saying position bay. Left backs.
Left backs it will be assist here.
Some say 1 and 2 in a year. Nuno Mendes in the body this season.
Yeah.
Somebody no could pry in a call.
Yeah.
Na I 1 and 2 no.
1 and 2
1 and 3.
3 dey me the Grimado beshawo.
Grimado.
By Leverkusen.
Obobo bay.
Obobo pa.
Grimado say last season and the last 2 seasons.
Last season.
Across a big game so boy na agro.
Oh, he did very well. He did very well.
Okay.
Yes. And then I'm so ma.
Yeah,
Kuku so kura wo.
Yeah, Kuku. So Kuku kura na nka on is.
Them the Kuku be third. Nam the Grimado aba fourth.
That be Kuku so too bad ana. Kuku omo nyina so no ono oyi Nuno Mendes free wa. Ono na wo bibi abi.
Body boy Champions League. Yeah, na ya. Football Conference League in front of him betoto. Champions League of
Kuku Conference League.
Bibo Champions League than level no so.
As a presidential cup.
Okay. Hemo bombo Josco Vadio ma hwemo saa.
Oh, Vadio. Ebi na ye kind ka center back so.
Also Obon Wendy.
Josco Vadio boy.
Vadio mo de Jacka money you know be. You fancy you me that you fancy you. Okay. And you see team play of the season na.
Hey.
I the team on there. Okay. I mean you come kakra bi mra but Mr. Bismarck Timber, Mr. Bismarck. Me patro Timber contractor. Also TSM KFC nano was send the kakra for KFC.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, Mr. Bismarck, your timber contractor, opening good afternoon. Thank you so much. Mr. George, and so from Australia, and so ABPMO Kruma. Mr. German, TSN Joboko, Mamenchia, when you are phoning now, Mr. George. Okay, Yemfa George Jennings, when I'm in Cobra, may call a year commercial breaker by a buyer. A more power stories in Ewa, or in and so ever. Maybe this year.